If you remember the last program, or maybe last to last program that we had written, was copying the positive elements of an array into another array. We had done that, copy positive elements of an array to another array. Now, if I just modify this program a little bit and say that divide an array into two arrays. See what I mean to say, divide an array into two arrays. What two arrays? Copy the positive elements to one array, to another array, and copy the negative elements to another array. I believe you understand what I mean to say. Copy the positive elements to one array and negative elements to another array. That is, so this one array will be divided into two arrays. One array will contain only positive elements, and the other array will be containing only the negative elements. So divide an array into two arrays. So say for example you have got 5, minus 6, then 7, then minus 2, then minus 3, then 4, then minus 1, and so on, and maybe this much. So one array, this is the array A. You divide it into two arrays, maybe B and C. B should contain only 5, 7, then what else? 4, yes, positive numbers, 5, 7 and 4. 5, it should contain 5, it should contain 7, it should contain 4. These are the three elements which are positive. And the C array should contain the negative elements, that is minus 6, then maybe minus 2, then maybe minus 3, what else? Minus 1. So these four elements will be contained in C. So divide this array into two arrays. It will be almost similar to the previous program. See, I need A, I need B, I also need C. So AN, BN, CN. Three arrays we have found. I scan the elements A of A. So enter the number of elements, I scan it within A, and then again I enter the elements one by one and scan it within A itself. Now over here I will have to now check the elements of A for positive or negative. So definitely for that, for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, I will move through all the elements of AI, and for every element of AI, I should check whether AI is positive. So maybe 0 will be treated, why should I keep 0? Maybe we treat 0 as positive, so we will put 0 in the positive array. If AI is greater than equal to 0, I should copy it within B. Now remember, I told you instead of BI, I will make BJ equal to AI, because I am putting within B if it is a positive element. So if the copying to B happens, then J should be incremented here. I think you understand this. J should be incremented here, almost the same thing. And else, that is, if AI is less than 0, then what should you do? Then you should copy it within C. Now C should have another index CK, because it should increment accordingly. CK, in C you must copy A, and K should be incremented again. So I think you understand this. And here I will end this loop. The for will not need any bracket, because for is containing one if and else. Obviously it does not contain anything else, so for does not need a bracket. It obviously means this thing is within for. So once this is done, your B array and C array are ready. Now what? You can print. So printf the array containing positive elements are /n is needed. So what are the positive elements, element array? How to print that? For I equal to 0, I less than, tell me where is the size of B kept? In J. You remember, every time J was containing the number of elements. J was pointing to the index, or pointing to the element or the position where the number was being kept. And every time J was incremented, say J is initially 0. When you are putting A, J becomes 1. When you are putting one element of A, J becomes 1. Again, when you put the next element in B, J becomes 2. When you put the next element in B, J becomes 3. In this way, if you keep 4 elements in B, J will become 4. So J will contain the number of elements within A. So I less than J, I plus plus. I know that here J contains the number of elements within B. I can printf what? %d, put two gaps, and put B I. All the elements of B are printed. One thing I have not done over here is, you should be initializing J and K also. J should be initialized to 0, K should also be initialized to 0. Now one thing I will tell all of you over here is, here this thing is allowed. I equal to J equal to K equal to 0. This is also allowed. You know what this means? I equal to J equal to K equal to 0 means all this tree will be I, J, K will be 0. Why? Because assignment happens from right to left. In this thing, firstly 0 will be assigned to K, so K is 0. Then K will be assigned to J, so J will also become 0. Then J will be assigned to I will also become 0. So you can separately write I equal to 0, comma J equal to 0, comma K equal to 0. Or else you can write like this, I equal to J equal to K equal to 0. This is allowed in C. 0 will be assigned to K, then K will be assigned to J, then J will be assigned to I. Anyway, so this program you have written, you have printed the positive elements. Now also you need to print the negative element array. So the array printf, the array containing negative elements are /n. What is that array? For I equal to 0. Where is the size of this one kept? In K. I less than K, I plus plus. Remember, it is in K. For I equal to 0, I less than K. Why? Because every time you have copied an element of A into C, you have incremented K. When you kept the first element, K was made 1 from 0 to 1. After you kept the next element, K becomes 2. In this way, if you keep 4 elements, then K after that will become 4. So K contains the number of elements. So for I equal to 0, because you are starting from 0, so I less than K. For I equal to 0, I less than K, I plus plus, printf followed by %d and then two gaps. Here you will print Ci. So this part is done now. You can run this piece of code and see that it runs fine. But I, J, K has to be declared also. You have used J and K. So J and K, don't forget to declare that. Let me run it now. Alt R, enter. No errors. Enter the number of elements, say 9 elements. Enter the 9 elements one by one. 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 9, 5, minus 2, 7, 8, minus 1. 9 elements are done. The array containing positive elements are 2, 5, 7, 8. And the array containing negative elements are minus 3, minus 4, minus 9, minus 2, minus 1. Quite obvious. However, there are certain mistakes I can see, like over here I have not given the gap before printing. So remember over here, why is this happening? Firstly, here element spelling is wrong. Just let me correct it. And another thing you should remember over here, once these arrays have been printed, here you have not given this /n. So even after printing the last positive element, it has not gone to the next line. As a result, this printing starts from the same line. As a result, you must put /n to make it proper. Run it now and check. So this time I will put maybe 6 elements. So enter the 6 elements one by one. 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 5, 6, minus 7. 6 elements. The array containing positive elements are 2 and 6. and the array containing negative elements are -3, -1, -5 and -7. So this thing is done. This program you have understood. One thing that I will tell you in this program is, see, here you have copied it to J and you have made J++ after that. You can combine these two lines. See how? Instead of writing Bj equal to Ai and then J++, you could have written Bj++. See, this is interesting. What does it mean? It means here you don't need this bracket then, because it comes to one line. But interesting, Bj equal to Ai followed by J++ means you can write it as Bj++ equal to Ai. Here what will happen? Ai will be firstly copied to Bj and then J will increment. These two can be combined. I repeat once more. Ai will be copied. Suppose J is 0. J is 0. You are writing this line Bj++ equal to Ai. Ai, where will it be copied? Will it be copied to B1? No. J is 0. Bj++ equal to Ai will mean Ai will be copied to B0 because J is 0. But then J++ will happen. That is, J will become 1. Now this could have been done in other way also. Suppose it could have been written in other way also, but not in this case. This case it will not work. But if we write B++ J, then what will happen is, firstly J will increment and then the copy. Suppose J comes with 0. J comes with a value of 0. Then B++ J equal to Ai will mean Ai will be copied to B1 because the plus plus will happen first. Here you are seeing plus plus first, increment first, J you have entered with 0. B++ J equal to Ai will mean that firstly plus plus J, make J 1, then copy Ai to B1. However, I don't want that over here. I want Bj to contain Ai and then J to increment. So you write like this. Here it will mean copying first, plus plus next. So firstly, if you enter with J equal to 0, then Ai will be copied to B0 and then J will become 1. So here also you want the same thing, Ai to be copied to Ck and then K to be incremented. So you can avoid this line over here and simply you can write Ck plus plus equal to Ai. In this case you don't need the bracket of else, you need only one line. So this thing will work now. Let me run this program again, Alt enter. I will enter 5 elements now, -2, -3, -4, 9, 8. So my 9 and 8 are the positive elements and -2, -3, -4 are the negative elements. You can run this program and check out. It will run for all other cases. However, I continue with one more example over here, one more program over here. I have divided an array into 2 arrays. This program was dividing the array into 2 arrays. What if now I give a task of merging 2 arrays? That is, let me get rid of this thing. Merging 2 arrays into one array. That is, one array contains 5, 7, 8, 9, whatever. And another array contains 9, 2, 3, 4, whatever. These 2 arrays will be combined to one array. Merging 2 arrays into one. I mean to say, suppose A contains 5, 3, 7, 9. Now B contains 6, 4, 8, 2. Now you must make an array, new array C, which should contain 5, 3, 7, 9, 6, 4, 8, 2. Simply merge the array one after the other. How to do that? It's a simple program. Let me comment out this part because it is the program statement. It is very simple. So again over here, I will need this AN, BN, CN. No doubt I will need them. I will need I will need N. Whether J and K I will need, let me check. If not needed, let me get rid of it first. If it is needed, I will again take. So what to do over here? How to write that? Let me just, So how to write this program? Firstly, you enter the number of elements of the first array. Here, you remember, I need to scan 2 arrays. One array I need to scan as A, and the other array also I need to scan, which is B. So firstly I will ask the user, and here you remember this might not be same sized, B's size may be different. Here another 4 could have been there. In that case here there would have been another 4. Is not it so? So this program is quite easy. So firstly enter the number of elements of the first array. You do this, scan it within A, enter the number of elements one by one, and you scan it. A has been scanned. Now this is N. The second array size will be different. Like in the first array over here, A's size was 4, but the second array B, its size is how much? It is 5. So the sizes of these two arrays might not be same. So let me scan the size of the first array as N1. So here it is N1. The size of the second array I will scan as N2. So here I will need N1 and N2, two variables. N1 is the size of the first array A, and N2 will be the size of the second array B. So again I will tell that printf enter the number of elements of the second array, followed by scanf %d ampersand N2, and the same old thing, this same thing, printf enter the elements of the second array one by one. Enter the, okay, here I will need a /n. So enter the %d elements one by one. %d elements of the first array you can write %d elements of the first array one by one. Enter the elements of the %d elements of the first array one by one. You should write that, and here this %d has to be replaced by N1. Similarly over here I must write enter the %d elements of the second array, %d elements of the second array one by one, and this %d has to be replaced by N2 because N2 contains the size of the second array. So here also you need to write what? For I equal to 0, I less than N2 this time, I plus plus, then what? Scanf %d ampersand bi, because here the second array is being scanned. So here you check out this part. I have scanned the number of elements of the first array in N1. Then I have told the user enter the %d elements of the first array one by one, N1 number of elements. That number of elements you have scanned over here. I equal to 0, I less than N1, I plus plus, scanf %d ampersand ai. Here I have told enter the number of elements of the second array. So that that value I scanned in N2. Then again I have told enter the number of elements of the second array, that is N2 number of elements of the second array one by one. So for I equal to 0, I less than N2, I have scanned the second array. So this part is done. So what is the rest part? This part was used in the previous program. Here this will not work. So let me get rid of this part and write the program in a new way. I have two arrays A and B. Now I will start copying in the third array. So for I equal to 0, remember A contains N1 number of elements. So I can write for I equal to 0, I less than N1, I plus plus. Copying the first array. What to do? Ci equal to ai. You copy the ith Ci equal to ai. For I equal to 0, I less than N1, I plus plus. What are you doing? Check over here. For I equal to 0, I less than N1, I plus plus. You are copying ai to Ci. So C0 will contain A0. So that is, you can say A0 has been copied to C0. A1 has been copied to C1, A2 has been copied to C2, and A3 has been copied to C3. So this part of the job is done. Now you will copy B0 B0 to the next position over here. What is that position? Remember, that position is, see what, N1 is 4 over here. This is C0, C1, C2, C3. So what is this? C4. This is the N1 position. Till now we have copied up to the N1 minus 1 position. So this position is N1. This is N1 plus 1. This is N1 plus 2. This is N1 plus 3. This is N1 plus 4. This is actually N1 plus N2 minus 1, because this size is N2. So this is, if this is the N1 position, this is N1 plus N2 minus 1, is not so? I repeat, this size is N1. This is N1 size. The size of this array is N1. Size of this array is N2. So from here to here is 0 to N1 minus 1. But over here this is N1 to N2 minus 1. Why? Because the size of this array is N1 plus N2. So this position is basically nothing but N1 plus N2 minus 1. This position is N1 plus N2 minus 1, because this is size N1, this is size N2. So this is size N1 plus N2. So this is N1 plus N2 minus 1 position. And what is this position? This position is N1 position. So what to do? For I equal to 0, Ci, Ai has been copied. Now B array also has to be copied. So for I equal to 0, I less than N2 this time, because now we will be going through B. What to do? Bi will be copied. Bi will be copied from 0 to less than N2. But in which position? It will be copied in C. See, the first position is N1. So N1 plus I. The first position, sorry, N1 is the first position. I is 0. So first position is N1 plus 0, where you are copying. Check out this. This is N1 position. So first position is N1 plus 0. Next position is N1 plus 1. Next position is N1 plus 2. Next position is N1 plus 3. Next position is N1 plus 4. That is N1 plus N2 minus 1. N1 plus 5 minus 1. So you understand this? You will start from here and go up to N1 plus I. So I you are entering with 0. So the first position you are copying it is N1 plus 0. But lastly I is N2 minus 1. So the last position, where has it been copied? N1 plus N2 minus 1, because the last position I less than N2. So last position of I is N2 minus 1. So this has been copied to N1 plus N2 minus 1. So this part has been totally copied, and you know that the C array is now ready with you to print it. For I equal to 0, I less than what? Size of C is N1 plus N2. So I less than N1 plus N2, I plus plus. What to print? Printf %d, two gaps, Ci. But remember, prior to that it is better to tell what you are printing. So printf the elements of the array after merging the two arrays are. A /n is needed to go to the next line, and you go for it. No problems with this. You can now run the program and see how it runs. All the variables have been declared. You don't need any other variables. Let me run it. Alt-R, enter. One error. What is that? Statement missing. Oh, here you did not put a semicolon. That is very important. Let me run it. Alt-R, enter. So enter the number of elements of the first array. 4 elements. 3, 5, 7, 1. 4 elements. Enter the number of elements of the second array. 5 elements. Enter the 5 elements this time. 2, 9, 7, 4, 0 maybe. 5 elements. So the elements of the array after merging the two arrays are 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 9, 7, 4, 0. So this program will run fine. You can understand. You can check out with other examples, and we can take a bit of break over here and come back. The program with which we will come back is addition of two arrays to get a third array. Addition of two arrays. Here this will be 5 plus 6, 11. This will be 3 plus 4, 7. This will be 7 plus 8, 15. This will be 9 plus 2, 11. Here this will be 4, and this is, assuming this position is not there, this will be 4 itself. Assuming that because it is not there, I will treat it as 0. So this will be 4 itself. So this is how addition of two arrays will be done, is the program with which we will come back. I will request all of you to write the program yourself before you come back. Thank you so much.